It's Mother's Day, and
That's right.
we've got a friendly face back on the island again.
I'll be calling my mother this afternoon to wish her a happy Mother's Day back in Cleveland, and my niece Amber as well, who has babies.
Oh, good, good.
Everyone has babies.
Now,
Not everyone.
Dave,
Yes.
Dave, it's good to see you back on the island.
It's good to be back.
What, you just came back. You gave it a shot. A lot of people have. They leave the island and then they say, oh, this is not my home. I need to go back to Nantucket.
You know, I left when I was supposed to leave because that was the guiding force. I trust in being told where I'm supposed to go, for me, spiritual directives. And so I went when it was time to go, and people that I know, I see everywhere. Somebody's walking up, mouthing words to me.
It's hard to concentrate?
It's hard to concentrate. So many distractions, Kim.
So
it was time to go when I went, just to go back to Ohio and do some things that needed to be done with family and friends, and then the opportunity presented itself to me to return.
But wouldn't you say, though, that the island can get to be, if you don't get out of here once in a while, that it can get a little daunting at times?
It can get a little
you were
under
ready
your
to
skin.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I've discovered something upon my return with everything that happened when I was off island, is that I think that when the island gets under people's skin, sometimes they need to peel away the layer that hides that and just brush it off their backs. Because I found that the stress I made here for myself was pretty much of my own making. But you know what? There are people out here, as we all know, that are more than happy to contribute to our own stress. But for me, I made most of it myself. And
were you able to see that by being in Cleveland? Was that?
Yeah, also in Cleveland, I encountered different stressors. And again, when I say stresses, I believe that we all have situations in our lives that we're given, and the level of stress that they generate is really up to us individually. I'm here now with the same stressors that were here when I left the island, but I don't recognize them now because most of them are not stressors to me anymore.
You're having a second love affair with Nantucket. Is that what you're telling me?
I don't think it's a second love affair with Nantucket. Just a love with a little bit of clarity.
Yeah. So what are you doing? You're working as an electrician. Right?
I'm working with an electrician, with a very good friend, in a good situation, and a very laid-back man who doesn't know the meaning of the word stress, I think.
So that helps too.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But listen, welcome back, man. It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back. It's good to see friends, old and new. Good to see you. I'm pleased that I can say that.
I am too.
And Gino and I have a lengthy history.
We do. For those of you who hadn't seen Dave in his debut acting, this was the Dave Taylor story. It was recently on Channel 17.
Here comes Mom.
Where he played a man who wants to be a clown out at the carnival. That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because I
still laugh, uncontrollably laugh every time I see it.
It took me a long time to convince Gino that I was capable of some high-level acting.
Nice things could happen, you know what I mean?
Upper echelon capabilities.
We might have to show that again this summer for those folks that haven't seen it, you know? Yeah, we're going to have to.
It's fun to let go. If I would recommend to anybody that if they get a chance to do something like that, even with Gino, it would be fun because he's pretty good at sensing people's character. He can get to know you a little bit, write a story around you, and if he knows you pretty well yourself, then he can pretty much write a story that's about you. Which is not to say that I'm a clown in any way, shape, or form. but I can just act like one sometimes. And we all
And that's
know
what
that
the story was about.
we all know that it's important to make people laugh.
That had a good meaning, that story. Sometimes you got to go out and have some fun.
That's right. And if you make girls laugh in the process, that's even better. It's even better.